We haven't really heard much about it, but based on what the Dr. David Chao, who we had on a few weeks ago, gave us a small little segment on what he thinks about Hollywood Brown's injury and how it's he's never really seen it before. So he said there's probably a chance he might come back this year, but he just doesn't know. So JD and I thought that there's a potential that he could come back. So I want to play the clip from Dr. Chao so some of you guys could see what Dr. Chao actually said about Hollywood Brown's injury.
Marquise Brown, on the other hand, look, when he had that injury in the preseason at Sports Injury Central, in terms of draft picks, for fantasy, we're like, downgrade him. This ain't going to be Tyreek Hill, who heroically came back in about 4 weeks and this, that, the other. And no, we couldn't predict that it would shift out of place again. And the surgery is relatively unprecedented. When you get into unprecedented territory, doctors get conservative. And I don't see Hollywood Brown playing this year. Wow. Unfortunately. Partly because of conservative nature, partly because of unprecedented grounds, partly because, the worry is the major arteries near his chest here, and no one wants a 0.1% chance of something going really bad. So I don't see him coming back.
When you say Hollywood Brown's done for the year, playoffs included?
Probably, yeah. But I'll leave the light on in this way. It's uncharted territory. I'm not personally aware. I've done this surgery before. I'm not personally aware of the surgery on another NFL comp. So you're a little bit uncharted waters here. But yes, I kind of do mean playoffs. But we can leave a flicker of hope on. I mean, maybe as excitement builds and they need Hollywood Brown, and you talk to the doctors and what's the relative risk, and and you have all those discussions. But right now, I'd say, don't count on it.
So uncharted territory, but it seems like today there is hope that he might come back. So the doctor, that guy said there was hope, but now it seems like he might actually come back. So some of the things I've been seeing out there, you got a lot of people who are excited about it. You got some people say, you got D-Hop and Hollywood Brown. They were together in Arizona together. Now they're going to be playing in Kansas City together potentially in the playoffs. But some people are saying, how much is Hollywood Brown even going to be impactful for a guy who hasn't even played with us all year? We're going to expect him to come out in the playoffs and give us a full game of snaps. I mean, you guys play, so obviously you guys know when a guy can come back from an injury, how impactful can they be if they haven't played at all this season? And then, January, we expect you to, give us some reps. I mean, is that realistic to expect something from Hollywood Brown in the playoffs?
Look, Hollywood Brown, for everything he gives out there on the field, is a scary wide receiver to go against. His presence alone, I don't even care if he runs a route. The team see him warming up before the game, I would tell him, man, sprint down from the 50 on down, okay, as fast as you possibly can, all right? That'll change some mindsets out there for DBs. I guarantee it. But I do believe because of this uncharted territory, it's been unprecedented, like Dr. Chao was talking about. This is a possibility he's going to come back. And I said this, Marcus, I said, man, something just tells me that the surgery went well, and he didn't really know of an NFL player that had done this. And for football players, a lot of us, we heal pretty fast. Mm-hmm. And I've had that. I told you I had the dislocation area right here, okay? And so if you get it in where it needs to be, and they know that it's something that is stable, for a wide receiver, he just needs to get into shape. That's for him, it's the conditioning. He knows how to catch the football. He's had all season, the preseason, to work with Patrick until he got hurt. And so they was on a good page with one another, good rapport. And so none of that's changing. He can still communicate to Patrick what he likes and what he wants. He can tell D-Hop the ropes about Kansas City, show him all these different places. So he has a lot of value in itself. But for him to come back, if he was able to come back before the playoffs, maybe 1 or 2 games before the playoffs, man, you talking about dangerous? Come on, man. Then I mean that's you can't write a better script than that. Everybody talking about writing scripts. Ain't no better script written than that. Than him coming back a couple of weeks before the playoffs, man, for this three-peat. So that's how I see it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if I could get him for 15 snaps to run about 10 go routes, I don't need him to be able to do the whole route tree. I don't need him to be taking no in cuts. I don't need him to whatever side that shoulder is. We'll keep that to the sideline. and just have him in certain situations run a stutter go out and up, just something to like either it's going to be a home run and he catches it for a touchdown, but yeah, I'm not putting him across the middle and all that kind of stuff. So if he can get himself healthy enough to be able to do that for me, last few weeks of the season and more than, and listen, I would love just to be able to like in MLB baseball, when it's time for the postseason, you expand that roster a little bit. It's some names on there you just throw on there because you want the other team to prepare. So whether he's 100% ready to go or not, just adding them to that playoff roster and be able to make the other team have to prepare for Hollywood Brown on one side, Xavier Worthy on the other. You keeping them, you better practice some defense during the week. Is keeping double deep safeties because those balls that get burned. They can get vertical. They can get 45 and out the door real quick. So sometimes it's just the threat. I'm licensed to carry. So when I got my piece, sometimes I just got to show it. I ain't got to pull it out. I lift it up and just so you know, that might be it right there. I might show both of them. Yeah. I'm on both. I got both of them right now. So sometimes you got to just let people know what I got. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like that.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, just take a video of him sprinting, like I said, and put it on Twitter real quick and see how well that go. That'll change defensive coordinators' minds. I said this. I said, look, all I just want to see DBs not getting sleep the night before the game. That's all. I just want them tossing and turning a little bit. That's it. That's all I want to see. And like you said, getting about 10 or 15 go routes, just to open up at make somebody find religion real quick.
Dungeon. Tell me this: if I took a screenshot and I had Patrick Mahomes, I had Hollywood Brown, I got Xavier Worthy, I got D-Hop, I got Travis Kelce, I got Pop, and I got Kareem Hunt.
Oh man, come on!
And I'm like, the fight starts now. It's the playoffs. Like it starts right now. Don't tell me what we used to do. I don't want to hear about last year. I don't even care about no back-to-back. Mm-hmm. It's here. Right. It's now. Let's begin. Ring the bell. Whoever you got on defense, you bring yours to the party. That's my crew. That's who I'm rolling with, right? And let's go get nasty. Let's go get nasty. Let's go. I'm telling you, man. You talking about some heart rates that start to get hot. You talking about some coordinators that ain't gonna, get a little indigestion.
Yeah.
That's vicious right there, man.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna be like that, like looking at the screen. Let me see. What y'all think? What y'all think?
Hey, I got the green dot. I'm like, hey, does my helmet work? I'm not hearing the coordinator. We got to make a call. Like, man, I ain't got no call for this. Okay, you see who they got lining up.
Come on, baby, go. Yes. That's a first down. This football season, I'll be putting down normal sodas like Coca-Cola for Olipop. Olipop offers a healthier alternative with its low sugar content and natural ingredients. Olipop is more than just a drink. It's a wellness companion that supports your digestive health. Packed with prebiotics, this fizzy elixir helps promote good bacteria in your gut, leading to improved digestion and overall well-being. So go ahead, click the link in the description and use promo code SODALOVE and get your can of Olipop so you can enjoy the game guilt-free. Go Chiefs. Use the promo code SODALOVE for 15% off now.
You'll see who they got lined up. I ain't got no call for that.
Yeah, yes, sir. I seen Mike Brendan said, man, he didn't go to Egypt. It ain't like he went to Egypt. He's been around here in Kansas City. Now look, as long as he ain't been in Gates Barbecue eating a family pack every night, he's good. That's all I have to worry about. As long as he ain't doing that, he's fine. He's fine.
Come on.
He's playing video games every night. He's good.
Mike, don't be taking shots at AR, man. Come on, Aaron Rodgers done been through enough. Why you gonna take is that what we doing? We taking shots at people like that? You let your listeners? He taking a shot at Aaron Rodgers like that?
If they don't play for the Chiefs, everyone's a fair game.
Catching strays, bro.
Oh man, no.
We don't even play the Jets this year, and he catching strays. Oh man, that ain't right.
What do you think the likelihood is about, obviously, Hopkins contract year? We signed Hollywood Brown for a 1-year deal. I know this is looking to the future, but what do you think the likelihood is both these guys do come back to Kansas City next year?
At the end of the day, I think that relies a lot on what happens this season. I think that how this season goes, the how it ends, not really what happens in the regular season, but how this season ends, potentially you go from being a historic, the one of one. They talk about dynasties. They talk about the undefeated Miami Dolphins. They talk about the dynasty, the New England Patriots that cheated by Femgate and all these other Inflategate and all this other stuff. Yep, they got a bunch of rings off of a lot of trickery type stuff. But you talk about a team that goes three-peat back to back to back in the NFL, where it stands for not for long, because avoiding injury and the way coaches are taking and players are taking, you got to consistently evolve your offense and defense with pieces missing, and you got to fill it in. You got to always be restocking the pantry with young talent, and you got a salary cap, so you don't have an unlimited amount of dollars to make sure that the veterans get paid, but the young guys get played. I mean, it's a tremendous even thought process that a team can go back to back to back. But imagine for a moment, after a three-peat, having the opportunity to sign a 1-year deal to win a fourth, to win a fourth. Come on, man! You talking about legendary, monumental? You talking about, man? You like not once in a lifetime, but once in history. Like it ain't gonna never don't.
Yeah. I don't think you ever.
Let's close the book. Let's close the book after that point. Let's close the book. Everybody gonna want to be a part of that team that tries to win a fourth. I mean, again, like you say, talking into the future is just kicks, for kicks and giggles and stuff like that. But I can't imagine being a part of a team that has a chance to do history and then having the opportunity. Hey man, can you find a minimum for me just to be a part of this? Can you find? You gonna have veterans like, look, man, like, listen, I can't even deny it no more. It's something special. It's something in the water in Kansas City. They drinking something, like, it's something going on, because I need to at least taste it to figure out how to be. Because come on, man, you can't have 4 seasons of NFL football with one champion for 4 years straight.
Look,
secret stuff.
And look, this has instantly propelled, like when you say greatest teams ever, you start thinking about dynasties. Kansas City Chiefs will have to you supersede in the Bulls, Lakers. You start whoever you naming. I'm telling you, just in history, right? By any measure of any team in any professional league, the Chiefs will be it. Those will be the standards, like you said. Oh, the undefeated season. Now this is the 3-peat going on 4-peat. This is what we talked about. That time, that era in Kansas City can't be touched. And nobody can dispute that. I don't care what you say. You can bring up, well, hey, with this guy, stuff like that, 3-peat, 4-peat. That's what we're living on. So if y'all want to go ahead and fuss with that, argue with that, please do. But, Shop, I think it is. It absolutely has to deal with what goes on this year, right? There's a lot of unknowns going into next year. Rashid Rice, what it's going to be. We don't know all these different things. So I always think about, man, look, we worry about that bridge when we get to it. Before we start crossing and start talking about these things, let's just take care of what we need to take care of right now and be focused on the present, okay? Let's be present with those things, right?
And let me give a quick shout out to my man Nick Wright, who said, and I think it was in some sort of trying to give some respect, give some credit to Taylor Swift. When we talk about eras, the Chiefs have transcended from style point era, where they were worried about style points. They was worried about being creative and all these other things. And now they've transcend to the winning era. And that's the Dubs. That's the only, and EB said it 2-3 seasons ago. It's about W's and L's. We do whatever we got to do to get those W's and not get L's. And our process of what we do here in Kansas City is exclusively ours. Our makeup, our DNA, what's going on in Kansas City, you can't repeat it. You don't have the person, you don't have the DNA. You don't got the coaching staff. You ain't got the players. You don't got the scheme. You don't have the fan base. You ain't got the sea of red. You ain't got GEHA Field, Arrowhead Stadium. You don't got that. The other fan, you ain't got that. So you can't recreate what we got going on here.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what I did today. When Patrick Mahomes was up there in the press conference, I was just looking at him. I was looking in his eyes because I'm thinking, what is this guy thinking right now? What is going through his mind?
Raider week.
Raider week.
Raider week.
Absolutely. One day at a time. But I know, and he's aware of it, right? He understands, the gravity of things going on. But what greatness will not allow to happen is for that to come in and him defect from, like you said, Raider week, or taking care of it one day at a time, right? He can't worry about, oh my God, it's 3-peat and stuff like that. I got to just, what I have in front of me now is what I got to worry about. And that look in his eye, and I'm sitting there thinking, man, this guy don't care nothing about everything y'all talking about. He just worried about winning. That's all he wants to do. He just want to win the next game. Whoever's lining up next, that's what he wants to do. And so for some, you can see the pressures, the gravity kind of get to him. You can see, he's a little spacey a little bit, right? He's looking over to the side. He's up and down in his happiness. That joker was even killed. He was right there, as balanced you could possibly do. If you put your hand out, that joker ain't shaking. Steady. Like that. Steady. Is where he was.
Andre 3000 said it. Ice cold.
Ice cold. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know. Listen, I can see into the future. If I know one thing, on game day, there will be a center for the Kansas City Chiefs named Creed Humphrey. And I can tell you what his t-shirt going to say. This is my Raider Week t-shirt. Every week he wears a t-shirt. Started off, this is my Ravens Week t-shirt.
Really?
This is my Bengals Week t-shirt. Yeah. This is my Chargers Week t-shirt. This is the same shirt, same print. Just to let you know, each week I'm locked in. It's game day. I'm locked in for this opponent. Execute the process. What we gonna do? What we gonna scheme up? How we gonna take advantage? What we gonna do today to dominate this team? It's just to remind everybody, man, this is a long season. On game day, we lock into one thing. How are we gonna get this dub today? We ain't taking nobody for granted. Brick by brick, stack them up, game by game, play by play, week by week, moment by moment. That's championship situational ball. That's that Mamba mindset.
Yeah.
We can't keep talking about Kobe and Kobe's mindset without giving that man his respect. If there was somebody that knows how to get the best out of every second of every hour, 5:30 in the morning, he working out. They say you come into the gym. Oh, you think you early. He done finished his workout. Mm-hmm. He's already been there 90 minutes. Already done put up his 1,000 shots, got his workout in. And you just showing up thinking you early. And he already on his second routine during the season. Come on, man. Like those people that are built that way, that kind of DNA, man, that is special. And I think the Chiefs got so many guys built that way.
Yes,
it's got to be a pleasure for Andy Reid to be coaching those guys, and you can tell he's having fun. It is not a drain. Andy around there looking like he's 45. Mm-hmm. I don't know how old I am no more. Like I got Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, I got Chris Jones, I got my homeboy Spagnola calling D. I got my other homeboy Dave Tobe with special teams. We got a punter who's averaging 59.3 or 59.7 a punt during a game. Come on, man. Turning the field like that. Then you got Harrison Bucker kicking 55-yard, 57, whatever field goals all day long, like they chip shots. What are you worried about? You know what he says, JD, the night before the game. Go out there and let your personality show. That's the only thing I want y'all to do. Don't worry about no wins. Don't worry about no plays. Don't worry about no series. I want you to know your job, do your job, win your one-on-one, and let your personality show. Go out there and be y'all. Y'all champions. Play like it today.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.